Hi, good morning, students. Today we are going to see or we are going to revise English tenses once again. It is for class 9 as well as for class 10. So, those who haven't attended the previous class, you can really go through it. I'm just talking this on exam point of view, or we say that it's like a shortcut because you have been learning tenses for the past long time, even in the small classes or in the previous classes. Many teachers might have taught you tenses. So I'm just telling the basics of tenses, how it is understood easily, and you don't have to go like making a long sentences. This is present, this is past, this is future, like that. No, there's a simple formula is there for understanding tenses. So once you have understood this one, it will be so easy for you. So first, you see, simple, don't write anything, just listen to me. I'm just writing like this. I write a letter. I wrote a letter yesterday. I will write a letter tomorrow. See, three different sentences. You see, I write a letter. I wrote a letter. I will write a letter. What's the difference between what are the differences in these three sentences? Can you tell me? First one is it, I write a letter. See here, I is a subject, write is a verb, and a letter is called object. Right? So verb is in the present form, write, and this verb is in the past form. What's the past form of write? Wrote. Okay, this is past tense. And what is this? Will write. This is the future form. What is going to happen? It's so this verb explains the time of the action. Sometimes it is also make a state. It is state and action, both can be done here. We can prepare both. So here write means I write a letter, and the tense, Latin word, tempus means time. So this tense came from a Latin word tempus, which means time. So when we do something according to the timing, present time, past time, and future time. Okay, depends upon this one. And it can be an action, it can be a state. Both it can be. Now, I know you know all these things. You learned all these things before. Let us make it more simpler. Now, very easy for you to understand it tense. And there are three types of tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. And each tense is divided into four. So altogether there are 12. Each tense is divided into four. Like present tense divided into four: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. All these are in the present form. Then again we come past tense, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Then next one, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. So this is how it has been divided. Then now, in order to understand the tense, first of all, you need to learn the verb forms. Verb forms like write, wrote, written. These are the forms. Even writes, writing, general forms are there, but normally we learn these three. And you need, this is called V1, this is called V2, and this is called V3. Means verb 1 and verb second form of the verb and third form of the verb. Write, wrote, written. do, did, done, come, came, come, speak, spoke, spoken, right? Sit, sat, sat, dig, dug, dug, play, played, played. So in order to understand tense better, you need to learn the verb forms. This is compulsory. So everyone should be knowing these three forms: V1, V2, V3. So when I write the formula, I just write V1. When I write V1, you should understand that is the first form of the verb. That is right. When I say V2, you should know that is verb to wrote. When I say V3, you should know that is third form of the verb. Write, wrote, written. So this is how it is going to happen. Now, I told you there are three tenses: present, past, and future. First, we are going to see present tense. Number one, present tense. Now, you know, first person. Every time we have to write first person. Okay, we'll better write this side so that you understand better. And every tense we have first person, second person, third person, and fourth person. So first person, what is we call? First person. What is first person? I. What is first person is I. What is second person? You. Third person, we have three: he, she, it. And this is a third person singular. Always this will remain singular. Then third person we have plural also. What is third person plural? They. So this is how it comes. So when you write it tense, always first person always remain I, second person you, we, third person he, she, it, and third person plural they. You understood this much? Now, tense will have subject plus verb plus object. I told you. Object, anything we can write. First we are telling what is the first form of the tense? Present tense. In present tense, what is first person? We wrote I. Now we write a verb here. I write. You get? I write a letter. I write a note. Okay. I write a letter. Any object can be written here. Any object can be written here. So we just write I write. Here, second person, what is you? Then we write here you write. Now, third person, you have to be very careful. When third person, singular, what is singular? He, she, it. So when any of these come as a third person, then you write he. So we remove first anybody you can write. So we are writing here only one he. Then it becomes writes. See, your present tense is over. I write, you write, he writes. Always remember, third person singular will be writes. Why? Because it is singular. And if it is third person plural, there is plural, then it will be the same. They write. You can't write their writes. This S form will come only with the third person singular. If it is he, if it is she, if it is it. She writes, he writes, it goes like that. Okay. So, got it. Now we come to the formula. How? Is it I is a subject? What is right? Right is the verb. Subject plus verb. You get a present tense. Next one is it again subject plus verb. Third one very important: subject plus verb plus yes. This S you are writing here. In order to understand better, we write subject plus verb plus S. So this formula will help you to write present tense. Now I am telling you subject plus verb plus S. What is this? You will easily tell me, sir, this is simple present tense, third person singular. See, third person singular only you can see this S form. If I write subject plus verb, you know, sir, this is simple present. It can be first person or it can be second person. Are you understanding? Okay, if you know this formula, you can make any sentence your own. So simple present tense only this one, subject plus verb, subject plus verb, subject plus verb plus yes. See, subject plus verb is first person, subject plus verb again second person, and subject plus verb plus s is third person singular. You should say like that. If it is s form is there, you should tell it is second, third person singular. Make a sentence. I play. Second person, you play. Third person, he. What did you write? Plays. Are you getting now? I play, you play, he plays. See, subject plus verb, subject plus verb, subject plus verb plus s. This is subject, this is verb. This is subject, this is verb. This is subject, this is verb, and this is s. That's why we put this s here. So you can easily understand. I play, you play, he plays. I write, you write, he writes. I sleep, you sleep, he sleeps. Okay, I run, you run, he runs. I write, you write, he writes. I sing, you sing, he sings. Got it? So this is how it becomes. So you understand this formula, you can make your own sentence. Got it? Now we are going to see, this is the first one, simple present tense. Now I am telling present continuous. Simple. See, I write means what is that? Present time. I am doing something, and you can see that I am doing the action. Okay. Now, when it comes to present continuous tense and action, it is not completed, but it is going on in the present time. It is incomplete. Still, the action is going on. That we call present continuous. So what is the first person? I. I am writing. See, an action that is going on, not yet completed. Still, it is happening in the present time. Still incomplete. This is called present continuous. I am writing. When it comes to you, what is you? Second person. I is the first person, you it is second person, then it becomes are. You are writing. Why can't you write you is writing? No way, because the verb should agree with the subject. You all learned subject verb agreement, right? So it should be you are writing, because this is plural. Verb also should be plural. Subject is singular, verb also should be singular. This is how it goes. Okay, so you are writing. Now third person, when it comes he, then it should be is writing. Now we'll find out the formula for this one. What is I? I is a subject. Then subject plus, then you have to write am. Am plus what is write is the verb. So you have to write verb write, then ing. Verb plus ing. You should copy like this. See, subject plus am plus verb plus ing. What is this? Present continuous tense. I am writing, I am sleeping, I am going, I am walking, I am eating, I am singing. See, any sentence you can construct if you know this formula exactly. So present continuous, first person it is am, second person it is are, third person it is. See, am, are, is. So second, now you know how to write the formula. Subject plus are plus verb plus ing. Third person, subject plus is plus verb plus ing. See how easy it is going to be. Am, are, is. Now I'm just telling you, these two we have completed. See, simple present tense and present continuous tense. Now this formula is important. Once you know this formula, easily you can take your own sentence. Now I'm asking you, subject plus is plus verb plus ing. Subject plus verb plus yes. Subject plus are plus verb plus ing. Seeing this formula, you should tell me which tense it is. See, subject plus is plus verb plus ing. Which tense? Very good. Present continuous tense. Which person? First person, second person, or third person? Is third person. See, I am writing, you are writing, he is writing. So by seeing this is, you know it is third person. Second one, you see, subject plus verb plus s. What is this? This simple present tense, third person singular. Only in third person singular you can find yes form. Understood? Now you see, subject plus R plus verb plus ing. What is it? So this is present continuous second person. You are writing. I hope you understood. Easy, right? It is easy or not? Simple. So two tense we have learned. What is that? Simple present tense and present continuous tense. Next one we are going to see. I told you each tense is divided into four. First is present tense, an action that is happening in front of our eyes in the present time, that is called present tense. This present tense is divided into four, that is present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. We have seen now present and present continuous. Now third form we are going to see present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. What is present perfect tense? Let us see. See, for present tense, I write. Present continuous, I am writing. Then when it comes present perfect, I have written. I have written. Double T. This is why I tell you the importance of learning verb form. See, what is written? V3. Write, wrote, written. So we see, I have written. Here, what do you mean by present perfect tense? Present time, an action that is already happened in the present time and it is perfectly completed. 100% an action completed in the present time. We call it is present perfect tense. Where teachers may ask you, have you completed your notes? Then your answer should be, yes, sir, I have completed. When you say I have completed, that means you have just completed your notes and you are 100% sure. That's it. So we say I have completed. If you haven't completed, you say no sir, still I am completing, or it may take time, I will complete it sir. See, this is how it goes. So grammar, timing and action of when it takes place, that is very important. So once you understood this clearly, you can. So now see, I have written. Always you should remember that I is always first person. Then you, I, you, he, or I, you, she, I, you, it, all this like that. You have written. He has, when it comes, he has written. Now see, have is considered as plural form and has is considered as singular verb. When you use with the singular subject, you should use has. You cannot write he have. It should be he has. But when it is you have, when it becomes I, it should be I have. So you may get a confusion, sir. I is singular. Then why should we use I have? It should be I has. Because has is used with the singular, right? Now here we got exemption. What is? We say exception. Exception of the rule. So we can't write I has written. Should be always I have written. Now let's come to the formula. Let us find out the formula. Subject plus have plus what is written? V3. When I write here V3, you should write the third form of the verb. If it is speak, spoken. I have spoken. I have eaten. I have written. Understood? So always remember third when I write V3 means verb third form. Here also subject plus have plus V3. Third one, subject plus has plus V3. You get present perfect tense. Got it? See, I write, I am writing, I have written. Now we come to fourth one, last one. Present perfect continuous tense. An action presently going on and you are sure about it, it is going on. Okay, so that is called a present perfect continuous tense. I have been. See, I have been writing.